So we want you to understand that you can't measure from where you stand right now how long anything is going to take by how long it's been taking, because that was then and this is now, and because then you didn't know what you are knowing now. In other words, don't compare how long something will be. It is not about time. It's not about anything other than what you are doing with your vibrational alignment. It is simply what you are doing with your beliefs in relationship to your desires. When you desire something that you believe, there's no time between the vibrational accomplishment of it. But when you want something and you doubt it, there's as much time as you continue to doubt it. Sometimes people will say, well, how long will it take me to get from where I am to where I want to be? And we say, as long as it takes you to stop doubting and start believing. And they say, well, how long will that take? As long as it takes you to stop doubting and start believing. Well, how long does that take? Well, it takes as long as it takes for you to stop doubting and start believing. Well, how long does that take? And we say, it's really a variable. But it has to do with how conditioned you are at focusing on what is, and how willing you are to focus upon the vibrational what is. As humans, most of you, we love you so much, but you give most of your attention to things that are occurring. In other words, you are reacting mostly to the circumstances around you. So most of your vibration is in reaction to what is. So if you're looking at something that pleases you, your reaction is one that is beneficial to you. But if you're looking at something that doesn't please you, then your vibrational reaction is something that is not beneficial to you. And you got to cut that out. You've got to stop just looking around by default, and then reacting to what you see and expecting any consistency in your vibration. You have to figure out how to be consistent in your vibration. You have to decide, and you have to practice, and you have to become good at, a master at, offering a vibration that feels good even when the condition hasn't changed. You have to stop letting your vibration be about what is. You have to begin to find a way to let your emotions travel down the path of how you want to feel. So how do you do that? How do you do that after you've been reacting to life so long? Your kids are so sweet this morning, and you just love them so much. So easy to love them. They were sleeping long. The sweet little faces when they're asleep. And then they wake up. And they start fighting with each other right away. And you can hear the drama and the trauma all around the house. And you put your head down on your desk and you think, kill me now. And now you feel different than you did about them when they were asleep. And that's not cool. Because you got to figure out how to be consistent without asking the conditions around you to change. Because you can't control the conditions around you. You know that if you've got kids. You cannot control the conditions around you. And the harder you try to control the conditions, the more you give up your life for something that never gets you anywhere. In other words, there's a way easier way to go about it. You can find a way to feel the way you want to feel regardless of the conditions. And that's what unconditional love is. That's what unconditional alignment is. That's what unconditional clarity is. That's what living in the sweet spot is. That's what practicing the art of allowing is. That's what being in the sweet spot and watching what feels to others like the magic of the universe swarming around you and providing for you this perfect ride. You are the creator of your own reality, which means you are the keeper of your own vibration, which means you are the focuser of your own thoughts. But the way you figure out how to focus your thoughts is by understanding that there is a relationship, a vibrational relationship between what you're thinking right now and what your inner being is thinking right now about the same thing that you're thinking about something right now. When you focus upon something, the whole of you is focused upon it too. And the whole of you has a perspective about what you're thinking about. So let's say you're focused upon something that is really causing you a feeling of irritation. The reason that you feel that feeling of irritation is because your inner being is focusing upon exactly the same thing from a different point of view. Your inner being is expecting good to come, and you, if you feel negative emotion, are not. The reason that you feel doubt, the reason that you feel any negative emotion is because your opinion right now is bogus or we can be kinder than that. Short-sighted or stupid. No, we can't. No. Your perspective right now is different than that of your inner beings. Now, we're playing with you. We don't want you to feel critical of yourself, and we certainly are not feeling critical of you, because you live in this time-space reality, and law of attraction is managing everything around you. So if you have some momentum going that is causing you to feel some negative emotion, you're not going to stop it all of a sudden, because law of attraction will not allow it. Whatever you've got going on vibrationally, the law of attraction is bringing you more of. So law of attraction works tremendously to your advantage and tremendously to your disadvantage, because it responds to whatever it is you've got active within you. But it also responds to whatever your inner being has going on actively too. For example, if life has caused you to want more prosperity, your inner being is focused upon that prosperity, and not just believing it, but knowing it absolutely. So as your inner being is focused upon the prosperity that you've carved out and asked for, if you're focused for some reason on some event that makes you feel shortage consciousness, then there's a vibrational variance right here, right now, on the same subject, because your inner being believes, knows your financial abundance, and right now you don't. And you're feeling the negative emotion that is evidence to you of how much your inner being believes. Do you like the way we said that? That's evidence of how much your inner being believes. It's also evidence of how much you don't believe, but that's not the part we want you to focus upon. We want you to focus upon how much your inner being believes in your autonomy, in your prosperity, in your ability to thrive on your own. Because each of you are extensions of source energy, and source energy is raining down around you and upon you and for you on your behalf blessings of indescribable proportion and nature.